his first Ultimate Edition just because it's a rather iconic gear in his career, and I just think that it truly would be an important gear to give to a Ultimate Edition figure for Rey Mysterio. I mean, it's a very big moment in his career, and the only time we ever got it in figure form was in defining moments. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for Rey. I have a few other figures here next to me, so the first one up is Seth freaking Rollins, and while we have a Ultimate Edition coming out soon, it is a shame that we never got an Elite form or even an Ultimate Edition gear from his Game of Thrones gear. This one in particular, that we got a basic of. The reason why is because it was just a really cool attire. I believe this is the attire he wore when he won the Intercontinental Championship in that Fatal 4-Way, I think. I think it was a Fatal 4-Way. It's between him, The Miz, Finn Balor, and I don't remember who else, but I do remember him obtaining the championship that night, and I was just shocked that we got this as a basic and not in an Elite, or even, you know, how many times have we asked them to make an Ultimate Edition of this? I think we definitely deserve one, and you know, I think the Ultimate Edition line is a great way for us to manifest that gear onto a Seth Rollins figure. So yeah, that's how I feel about that, and it would just honestly be a really nice looking figure. I mean, you know, not for nothing, but this is actually a really nice looking basic of that gear, and I think that they could do a stellar job with the Ultimate Edition. And yeah, and now we will move on to the next superstar that I believe should have an Ultimate Edition, and that is none other than our Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. Now, Bianca has had 2 Elites, I believe, in this one and in her Royal Rumble win gear, but I think that her gear, that if they were to make an Ultimate Edition Bianca Belair, it should be either her WrestleMania 37 gear or the gear she just wore against Becky Lynch at Mania when she, I believe, retained the championship from Becky. I think that would be a really nice gear to have. Actually, I did see that in 2K23, her gear is that. So, yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. And, you know, as you can see from the photos, they just look stellar. And, yeah, I just think that it's kind of a shock that it isn't already an Elite or an Ultimate Edition. And I think it would fit the Ultimate Edition line better. Because I think the only women that we've gotten in the Ultimate Edition line so far is Charlotte, Alexa, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure I'm going to forget one, but I believe that's all we've got. So, yeah. Next up is Finn Balor. Now, Finn Balor has had a Ultimate Edition already. Granted, it was the Demon Finn Balor and not just regular Finn Balor. And one of the gears that I think would work for a really nice Ultimate Edition is either this blue gear that he has. I just love the color. It's like a really dark blue, metallic blue, as you can see in the front. Let me turn it around for you. See? As you can see, it's just a really nice color. I would love to have, an Ultimate Edition of that. I mean, minus this head sculpt, because this head sculpt is terrible. I mostly got it because the gear is really nice. I do know that they remade a basic of this exact gear with a different head sculpt. However, I just feel like an Ultimate Edition would suit this better. And another gear that they could do is his red gear, not the the red and white gear. I was thinking his NXT gear, the one he wore in his match against Kyle O'Reilly. That gear. I just think that color scheme is a really nice and different color scheme that we have not gotten as of late. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I do not want a Judgment Day Finn Balor in Ultimate Edition. I just don't. I personally don't really like Finn Balor's Judgment Day attire too much. Just because, not for nothing, but the guy has like really skinny legs, so it just kind of, it just doesn't work for me in terms of his appearance. And I just know that they're going to, use those old Montez Ford legs on him, much like MDT said. I mean, he mentioned it in one of his videos, and I have to completely agree, because I looked at those legs and I was like, yeah, they're going to use these on the Finn Balor, and it's going to be horrible. So, yeah. Next up is the Animal Batista. However, I am only using this figure as just for talking purposes. This is not the gear that I want. I personally really was a fan of Batista in his 2007-2009 era look. I just really liked that, and I would definitely want a figure from that era in the Ultimate Edition line. I know he just got the classic 2005, 2006 era look, but I was personally a fan of when he had the really short hair and the black trunks with, whatever trim he had. I mean, he would probably have, either the animal on the back or just the letter B, like he used to do on the back. And yeah, I just think that would be really nice to get into an Ultimate Edition as well. Especially if we got a John Cena from 2006-07, so why not a Batista from that era, So, and I mean, Batista still has a Legends contract, so it's not like it can't be done. So, who knows? Maybe they will come up with a figure like that. Anyway, let's move on. One I would absolutely love to see in the Ultimate Edition line, and it can be either current day, Judgment Day Rhea Ripley, or back when she faced Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 30, the Rhea Ripley that I would love to get in an Ultimate Edition, but I know that they're making a Elite. We already saw that we're getting an Elite of Judgment Day Rhea Ripley, so I think that that throwback look is just something that it's a missed opportunity that we didn't get an Elite of. We got a basic, which is like ridiculous. Nobody wants a basic. I'm sorry, but Mattel basics are crap for the most part, especially the women's basics. Their legs just snap if you try to even pose them just even slightly. And you know, for what you're paying, you should have better quality control than that. But yeah, I would love to see a Ultimate Edition Rhea Ripley. And next up is probably someone who is overdue for an Ultimate Edition, and this goes along with the '06 era Batista and John Cena that I want and that we have gotten, and that is an '06, '07 era Kurt Angle. I loved these gears from his '06, '07, and you know what, we'll include '08. '08. Was he still in the company by '08, where he left? I think he left by '08, right before '08. Basically, I would want the pictures I'm putting up now. Either this gear with the nice stars and stripes and the red trim, or his ECW look. I just want a good Kurt Angle from that era in Ultimate Edition. I feel like these are ones that like fans like myself are clamoring for, and who knows, you could even include it in the Legends line now that we have the Legends Ultimate Editions as well. But we'll have to see. Okay, so now we're getting towards the end of our list, and I'd be wrong to not include Bobby Lashley. Now, Bobby Lashley is someone who's been getting quite a few elites as of late, but I think he deserves a Ultimate Edition. And if I were to give him an Ultimate Edition gear, it would probably be his yellow gear that he wore. I forget what pay-per-view, but I'm putting up photos now to, you know, for reference. So, yeah, these are definitely, this is definitely a gear that I want to see on Ultimate Edition if you are going to do one for Bobby Lashley. Yeah, and I would love to see new head sculpts for him, and can we get some pointing hands? I feel like it's been a long time since we gave Bobby pointing hands. Way too long, honestly. But yeah, alright, let's move on. A person who absolutely deserves an Ultimate Edition is none other than the Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka is absolutely a person who deserves to have an Ultimate Edition and should have had one by now, especially because she's extremely toyetic, and the fact that she has so many different masks you could do for her, and you could include like 3 different masks, and I would love to get a cloth coat, just because I don't think we've gotten one with her yet, which is bizarre because she literally dons that to the ring almost all the time. And, you know, we got her new gimmick, then you could do, her clown face makeup later. But, yeah, Asuka is absolutely someone who deserves it, and it's crazy. We haven't gotten an Asuka yet, but what's even crazier is we haven't gotten the next person, and that is none other than the Viper, Randy Orton, or the Legend Killer. Either or, you can go with for an Ultimate Edition. Now I think there's rumors that he's going to get one this year, or maybe even next year, but how has it taken so long to give Randy Orton one? I mean, the man has been around for a while. So, yeah, I think that if I were to pick a gear to do, I would totally think that the gear he wore when he faced Seth Rollins at, what was it, WrestleMania 32, 30, 31. It's the one where Seth Rollins won the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns when he cashed in the Money in the Bank. I think that gear was great, especially, they did that really cool spot where Seth went for the curb stomp and mid-air Randy Orton caught him with an RKO. I think that would be a great figure. I do believe MTT also agreed that would be a great gear for Ultimate Edition. And if I would say another gear that you could do going along with the red is probably when he faced The Undertaker, or was it Mick Foley? I think it was Mick Foley in the hardcore match, and he had the red trunks, and it was one where he fell into the thumbtacks for the first time in his life. I thought that was awesome, and I think that would translate very well to a figure, though maybe they don't want to talk about that. Although, you know what, no, I'm gonna say no, screw that, because they made an Edge from WrestleMania 22 when he faced Mick Foley in that hardcore match, so yeah, they could totally do Randy Orton from 2004 like that. And now we are on to our final 3 figures I would like to see as an Ultimate Edition. Without further ado, The Miz. The Miz is someone that has a lot of great figures, but I believe he's deserving of an Ultimate Edition. I don't want necessarily a throwback like 2011 Miz. I wasn't really a fan of him around that time. I would probably want his latest gear, the green, the nice neon or vibrant green that he wore at Mania this year. I just loved that look, and I think that would look great as a Ultimate Edition, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree. If not that gear, the yellow gear that he wore with Logan Paul when they faced the Mysterios, I think that is a good second choice, especially since you have the Logan Paul Ultimate Edition coming out. I think that would be a smart choice to make a Miz Ultimate Edition. Honestly, not for nothing, but out of everybody I've mentioned, I think a Miz Ultimate Edition is at the very top of my list. Very, very top. And I can't tell you why. I just think that the guy has put in a lot into this industry, and, even outside of it, he's a good guy, and it's so crazy how different he is from his character on TV. It's just, night and day. But, yeah. Now, on to the last faced Bianca Belair, and she had that black, attire, the pants that were like similar to like the Hardy Boys. You could do something like that, or you could even do her damage control gear. Currently, I really like the damage control gear, and yeah, I think that would look really cool. But I think the only problem is that with some of those gears, they're not necessarily memorable matches. Maybe. Some could argue that. I think that in terms of importance, Bayley has very few gears of importance. And I think that could probably be why we don't necessarily have one yet. But yeah, totally should have one by now, though, at least. I mean, she was SmackDown Women's Champion for a good while before she lost it to Sasha, who then lost it to Bianca Belair. But and now on to the final figure I would love as an Ultimate Edition, and that would be Randy Boy Matt Riddle. Now, in terms of what gears I would do for Matt Riddle, I would probably pick between some of his tag team gears with Randy Orton, or maybe even a gear from his career. You know, I'm sure that we can find one that will best suit Matt Riddle. And yeah, I mean, you can do so many head sculpts with it too. I mean, I think that we've always got this like stoic face for Matt Riddle, but we never have like pissed off face of Matt Riddle. And I think we should have one by now, especially in an Ultimate Edition figure. And I know that his newest Elite included the scooter, but it's okay. You can give him another one. He has many others. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this talk with Blitz. And you know, as usual, please like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned. I do have 2 figure videos coming out maybe next week. I've been busy writing scripts for class, so I haven't been able to sit in front of the camera, or behind the camera, excuse me. But yeah, I hope this makes up for that for now. And let me know in the comments what Ultimate Editions you guys wanted that I didn't mention. I think I'd be really interested in that. Anyway, this is Blitz saying peace. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.